Business is a game. It's a game. It's not personal. It's not you, right? It's a game and you can win the game of business. And if you're going to be in business, you might as well play. You got to look at it that way because otherwise it's going to eat you alive.
I love that so much. Hey, everybody, welcome to my show. My name is Tiffany Alexander, and this is Unveiling Journeys. I have a fantastic show for you. Can I just tell you 1 minute about me? I I love people. I love people so much. I love hanging out with people, and whenever I get a chance to get to know them, I'm like, oh my gosh, can I get to know more people like you? Do you know anybody that I need to know? Or, by the way, I have a lot of people I think you need to know. And that's just kind of where it's all happened. And at first I was thinking like, oh, I'm kind of Rolodexing all these people, but now it's this complicated spider web of people that I want everybody that I know to know everybody that I know and more. So, what ends up happening is whenever I hang out with people, I'm like, can I tell the world about you pretty please? And that's kind of how the show was born, and those are, like, the episodes that I have, and I cannot contain them. They have to spill over, and I need to tell everybody. So with that, I have a fantastic show for you, a couple of surprises, and, here's the deal. How did I meet my guest? Networking! Woo! So, that's the surprise. And he's got all the most amazing little nuggets for you too. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to introduce Rook, my fantastic guest right now. Do me a favor, Rook. Tell everybody a little bit about you, but really just who you are right now.
So first of all, I would have shaved this morning or done my hair. I had no idea we're doing a podcast. I love it. I love it. Come on. Kidnap me? That's what my family does all the time. So I love this. They kidnap me. I'm doing something I didn't expect to do. Who's Rook? I have no idea. I'm a child. I play. Um, Dream. Therefore, I love helping others get their dreams going, and that's pretty cool. I think, I mean, accolades, so you know who I am, I guess, so you believe me on it, and the credibility and all that fun bull, you know. Um, yeah, I guess I'm a 20-sometime best-selling author, although I'm dyslexic and can't read. It's kind of cute, and it's not because of AI. I have 10 inventions and a patent in the tech space that I do like. I like that. I married my wife 3 months after our first date, and don't do the math. You promise? Okay. And this December's our 30th anniversary. But blissful years, and she agrees. But I'm still 14 and 14 quarters. That's why you can't do the math. A perpetual child, had a mom who said I can do anything I want. Therefore, I absolutely believe that and leaned into that. And I like the title of all those things, artist.
Mm,
I like
mm,
artist.
that's
Yeah.
phenomenal. This is so much to unpack. The fact that we
Yeah.
have a minimum of 20 and a maximum of 30 to be able to do this, we'll
Well,
figure
you
out
also
where
have
we're
a
gonna
bundt
go.
cake
I know.
going on.
I know. But that
Am I
that
not supposed to say that?
no, it's fine. I'm gonna duck out at some point
So
for,
she's
like,
gonna duck
30
out at some
seconds. Yeah.
point to do something to this cake that she's baking.
We might be filming at the end of 2025, which will be releasing this beginning of 2026 for everybody as a surprise for you guys to crush your new year.
Your
Let's
bundt
do
cake or
this.
me?
Well, both. I mean, we
Okay.
mail samples to everyone, right? So,
Yeah.
here's what I wanna do. I wanna unveil your journey. I wanna crack into, like, how you got to where you're at now, and I wanna start from the very beginning. Like, where are you from?
Very
Where
beginning.
yeah, like, oh, were you
So
born
when
on a
a
sunny
mommy bird loves a
Tuesday?
daddy bird, um, so I will the relevant of it would be I went to well, hold on. Let me I can do something for you here.
Yeah,
I
let
got something for you. I got something for you. But it really is. I am an artist privately trained since the 3rd grade. And I drew my first piece and my first drawing that someone like said, "Hey, draw this. Can you draw this?" in kindergarten, and I did it, and it was really really good, and everybody was hovering over me, which freaked me out because I'm an extreme introvert. Just to let you know, I am. Stop. I am. And also known as my passcodes. Hold on. Put it out there on the internet. And I found my place in the world because I saw very quickly that did something that they didn't do or can't do. They liked the attention. Or I'm sorry, they liked what I did. I liked the attention, and I said, "Cool, that's this. This is what I want to be." So I literally went home. And I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, I don't want to be Superman. I want to be an artist."
Ooh.
And so this is that's my girl. I like her. My fam. Oh, I have every Star Wars toy since childhood. It's now Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm,
I'll
mm.
pause for a minute for there so you can see that. And then this is my first drawing ever.
Hey.
George Washington. Is that
I was
cute?
gonna
Now
say it's
watch
George
this though.
Washington, right? Yeah.
Yeah, right. You could tell. I was
Yeah,
in
you can tell the
kindergarten.
little hair, the wig.
Right, right. And then, okay, now this is my second drawing, and this is funny. If you notice right here, see that? Who's in the
Yeah.
branding? This guy. That's my second piece coming out with Rook all, right out of the beginning. So that's kind of funny. So so doing that, and they said, okay. Well, my mom told my dad, hey, we need to give him some art lessons, and they did. And I went to middle school, and then middle school had music and computers, and I was stressed. My mom said, "Why are you stressed?" I said, "Because I want to do these things, but I don't want to mess up my career." Because I was very serious, and she goes, "Oh, you're worried about the wrong thing. Do what you love and figure out how to make money with it." And that's what this little animation right there is. Do what you love. And this actually was an NFT drop that I did. So it's actually make crypto or ETH with it, which is funny. But anyway, so that's it. That's the words I live by is, do what you love, figure out how to make money with it. And so half my joke is I only work with half my brain because I just do what I love. And then the rest I figure out how to make money with it. So I went to Reading School of Art and Design, graduated from there, did a bunch of nightclubs, design nightclubs and all that. And I said, this is too fast for me. So then I said, I'm no longer party. I'm going to get serious. And then I met my wife and I said, hey, I don't want a girlfriend. I don't want to date. I just want to focus on my career. And I never left her.
Oh, I love that
We
so
were married
much.
3 months later. And she's fucking awesome. She's awesome. She's such an incredible person. Yeah, and so I grew my little illustration company into a full service branding, marketing, and sales company. 20 some years. I started teaching my formulas from stage, giving those out like, hey, this is how you do X, Y, and Z. And what happened? Okay, so somebody invited me to come to this entrepreneurial convention, and I didn't know I can't even spell entrepreneur now, still today. And I didn't know what that was. And so I went and I'm like, dude, I like these people. They're crazy. I love them. I love them. I love the energy, the ideas, the whole 9 yards. But I sat there and I said, watching people teach, I'm like, well, that's not real. That's not how that happens. And that's going to go bad. And so I then, like, they asked me to teach them. And so I just took my internal formulas, made them look pretty, started handing them out. And then people were like, hey, we want to hang out with you. And then that began my Game Changers Business Club, where we hang out throughout the week and I do a little bit of AI, little robots here and there. And I love building AI for my people. Um, yeah, I love building my AI for people. So I'm working with someone very, very closely, and I gave them their entire blueprint of their world. I said, can I just put this in like, a custom GPT for you so you have questions and, stress test different ideas here, blah, blah. So I love doing those kind of things because it really serves them well. And I
Wow.
know you're fascinated with AI too right now.
I am
So
too. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's
there's your story.
I don't think it's gonna lean, um it could take a few jobs here and there, but at the same time, like, could make your job better. It could I think there's just so many different positives on it. Yeah, it could get in the hands of not good people, but at the same time, do your best, right? Just
Yeah.
we
Well,
could go so many different
I don't think so. I'm a believer that I don't believe AI is going to replace coaches and consultants because the human experience is very valuable. You have some wisdom, you have your own perspective. People like your perspective. They get you, you get them, right? AI is not in that zone, although it fakes it. And then you have gut reactions, like, that are super, super important. Now, I do believe though you can leverage AI to do really, really cool things for you. So I believe everybody should have two AIs at least.
mm, mm.
One, and let me say this, intelligent systems.
Ooh,
Right.
okay.
So yeah, because like what we build is offline, online, and then experiences in between. And it's all working together. And yes, AI is involved. But you need one to get your clients. And this is where they can, like I just told you, the exact example. I'm consulting with this gentleman. He's amazing. But he asked for all this stuff. I gave him more than he can handle. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
I mean, here's the real truth. And it's not AI BS. It's not, that crap. It's real
Yeah.
stuff. And I want him to be able to jump around with the accessibility as he's working through it rather than having to read everything and remember everything. So that's cool, right? And so you can usually charge like $97 a month. That's kind of cool. And if you get like 10 people, you got $1,000 extra coming a month, and it's just setting. Forget it. You get 100 people, you got, 10 grand coming in. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. But
And
yeah.
so you're healing people, helping people they got. Then you also need one internally. So my point is that you should have an external one that's also extra that builds new revenue for you. You should have one internal that allows you to do your system and deliver what you're delivering easier and faster. And of course, you look at, because it's not the AI, it's the I behind the AI. But this allows you to focus more on the relationships, and it allows you to go higher and deeper with your people. So I think you should be utilizing it for those reasons,
Well, yeah.
and I
Yeah.
do.
Even we're talking about like things you think, well, AI can't doesn't have anything to do with the plumber. Well, it's like, well, he still has an office, still has paperwork, he still has, I don't know, down to like taxes and still has marketing and still has like this could be everyone that
Yeah.
is even thinking about having a small business.
Well, I mean, we
Eh,
talk about a plumber. Yes, you can do proposals, right? You can do the scheduling. If you're doing big plumbing jobs like kitchens and baths and all that, it can now do the schematics. You can also do the renderings quicker and faster. I mean, there's 100 different things that you can actually do. I do believe it's always important before you go into AI, meaning a session with it, that you know what you want for an outcome. Like, for instance, my favorite that we have right now. Before I release my next one, because that will be my favorite is a Game Changers Planner. And it literally goes through your LinkedIn and it says, here's the people who like and trust you. By the way, sales, here's a little pro tip. Let me give you a little pro tip. Pro tip. It is not no like and trust. Lazy salespeople invented that and use that. It's like, trust, and then I care to get to know you. That's the way it works. So it goes through your LinkedIn and it goes, here's the people who already like and trust you, and they want to do business with you, but you just don't have anything for them yet. So it then says, it buckets them in different industries. You get all the contact information, all that great stuff. And it says, here's the issues they're having right now in their business. And here's the solutions they want. And here's how you can provide that. And then it builds your offer, your language, your outreach, all the materials you need that they need to see to buy from you. And so that's a very specific thing for a very specific outcome. It's pretty darn cool. And then we build an AI that delivers your offer for you. That's next level. That's beautiful
yes.
too. So it's pretty neat. So when you look at that, that's a very specific thing. And that's what I dig.
This is awesome because it's more accessible than it's ever been before. To be able to have what you can create and you can put it in the hands of the people that need to have it, and it's I could hang out with you all day talking about all this stuff. The important part is this is so good, and the fact that you've made this reachable for everybody and you're accessible to be able to just come hang out and figure out what the solver is for somebody to just start with your LinkedIn profile, right? Let's go. Let's hang out. Let's network. And then let me crack into what else I could do for you. But you know what? I have a question about when did you start writing books?
When did I start writing books?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It was I'm thinking probably 17 years ago.
What was your
Yeah,
first
I
book?
I started writing when okay, so my first book started out as a journal. So I went to Ringling School of Art and Design, uh, kind of good school, and then I went a year at UCF. UCF, no, USF, South Florida. There we go. I live by UCF. Well, no, I don't. I live in Central Florida, but anyway, I'm far away from UCF. And I kept a journal of my thoughts and all that. I started writing, and I really dig that experience. They challenged us to do that kind of stuff, and I was going through a really dark period of time, so it was very healing. And so my first thing I wrote was a screenplay of that experience of my journal coming to life, and then that transitioned into a fine art graphic novel. So that's my first one, I guess I would say. Now, contributing author past that, a lot of my rewards are for my book covers. So that's when I say best-selling, it's attached to the covers. That's how I'm in that.
Nice.
Because I used to be a cover artist, and I still am. But I mean, I was really doing that a lot. And then now I have my own writing, I have my own graphic novels, that kind of fun stuff. You're making me think. And then I have had people ask me to be a part of their books, kind of like hey, give me your perspective on X, Y, and Z. So yeah,
Man, that's cool. This
yeah,
is
it's
where I
cool.
get to the fun part of some of my questions, where we get to, like, kind of
Have I ever read one of my books? No,
no, no. I
no, I'm just
I
saying I
mean,
haven't.
I have a stack of books that I need to get through, let alone the notepad that's open of all the books that phenomenal
Yeah,
people have told me to read, and then I put their names so I can let them know at some point when I've read the book. Um, and then my other thing is you've killed it. You're crushing it, right? Like, you could kick up your feet, but I ask people, "Why do you keep showing up? Why do you keep caring? Like,
yeah, yeah. I'll
why?"
show you. I was actually trying to change my camera for you to show them. I have a whole. You can't see it, but if you see the bigger screen, you see a bookcase behind me. Those are my books. And by the way, I have read them all, but I just don't read. Well, no, I
It's
haven't
tough,
read
right?
them. No, I've not read any of them, but I wrote them. That's
Mm, mm,
different, right?
yeah.
Because,
Well, being
um,
dyslexic, it's hard to blaze through a
God,
book.
well, my computer reads and writes to me. And when I started
That's
really
true.
writing is when I can dictate it, right? And so that's how I write. And I know there's AI now, but I haven't jumped back into writing since I've been using AI. I don't know. I don't need it for that. Not for my creative work.
So why do you keep going doing what you're doing right now?
I don't know. I freaking love what I do. Um, it really comes down to, can I play a video for you? Okay, watch this. This literally, this is why. I'll tell you this whole story. Watch this. Stop. Please chase these stars for me. I wish I was sideways. Hear my cries, I pray. When won't be my one day. Every day exactly the same. Rat in a race you never claim. Forward, I must commit. No longer can I just sit. Sorry. Let's go. These two stars you show. As I pray. This is my one day. Isn't that cool?
Man,
So as you saw that, it basically, like, we're all living a dream. We're all chasing for something. We're building something for somebody, right? And I think the word destiny means a lot, and that you're in that destiny zone is really, really, really important. And this came out of a dark period of my life as well. And what it leaned into was and if you look at the ending of that, the monitors at my command center turns on, and there's my people on Zoom. So when your answer is, what do I do? What keeps me so ridiculously motivated? By motivated, I mean I work. Well, I'm in the office 3 days a week. The other times I am building things for people and nonstop. Work is my life. I don't, I'm not, work is not my life. I live my work, and I'm never off, meaning I'm always on. It's to wow others. It is to give them things that they can live their dreams. So when you see all those faces come on, that's why I do it. That's why I run in here at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning every day and
oh
just do really cool stuff
my goodness.
without an alarm clock. Yeah.
It's a lot for a not about an alarm clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I do every day. This is hustle. Alarm clocks don't need to wake me up. Passion and drive is enough. This is not work. This is not grind. These are my dreams. This. I got this. This is my sword. This is my shield. This is my battlefield. I got this. Awesome. This is my command center. This is where I thrive. I control my destiny. Awesome.
Nice.
Perfect timing.
It was.
And now I'm gonna take over the show.
You
So
should.
that's,
It's yours now.
that's kind of like my morning routine, kind of a hustle, kind of get it out there and do some cool stuff.
Oh, man. That's so much fun. I love that you can get up that early. That's like as I'm going to bed. You're up at 4:30 Eastern. I'm over
I
here
do go to
like,
bed early. Listen, I just get I work, I also work in my sleep. So that's part of it. So I literally will design things, write things, do music, do art, have conversations, do strategies, whatever it is, and I just wake up and I just go freaking execute it. So that's part of the energy part that I can't wait to get in here and do some cool stuff because I've been working on it.
right, right. This is the part where I'm usually like, can I ask you what's your favorite way that people can come find you? Because at this point they're thinking, I want to know you. How do I follow you? How do I
You
get into
think
your
so?
group? This is where it's at.
So yeah, I guess okay, a couple easy ways. I own my name. So people get really confused on that. So Rook is my name, rook.com. Just go there. That's me. If you want to email me, because and I do answer my own emails, it's rook at rook.com. Right.
Rook.com.
So that's yeah. So that's why I got to be I own my name. So I know it's not
Yes.
like, so what else? I know it's rook at rook.com. There you go.
Yep. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And that way you guys can go follow all the things he's doing, come to the events that he's hosting,
Oh
and
yeah, I'm
then
doing some
see
cool
all,
stuff
all
there.
the things. Check out his profile on LinkedIn because obviously he's a killer at doing something like that for you. If you guys have
Pretty
this
cool.
minimalistic, no, it needs to be strategic. It needs to be to the point. Yeah. Anyway, that is my favorite part of being able to ask, like, why do you keep showing up? Why do you keep doing it? Why the spark in you? And then I get to ask two more questions. What's on the horizon for you?
Yeah. So I am I get things done when we talk. I don't have like visions. I don't have goal. I mean, I have vision, but I don't have goals or anything like that. So I'm constantly building the next thing. And the next thing that I build is based on the reaction of my people in my world. Because if you build, our job as entrepreneurs is to build a product that people actually want. So it's not about my idealism. It's about what they want and what's going to help them. So I am, when are you releasing this?
Uh, Probably, um, February
Oh, okay.
1st?
We're good. Then that
Yeah.
we're perfectly fine. So my first one that I built for my people is the Game Changer Planner, which goes through your LinkedIn and all that, so they can make more money there. My next thing I'm building is called Game Changer Seller,
Mm,
Seller,
yeah.
and it's a sales agent. So it literally researches their. You just put the name of the prospect in, and it tells you everything about them, how what they want from you, how you know what they need to hear from you, blah blah blah, that, and then you just it tells you what to say exactly to them. And you come back and say, hey, they said this. What should I say next? You say this. So it literally is me and my sales consultancy in their hands. So that's the next thing that I'm working on right now for my people. Other than that, I'm just building a bunch of cool AI systems. I'm fascinated with that, and then I got another music video thing in the works as well to motivate people.
Nice. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, yeah. So I started another company as well. That's a big launch company. It is crazy good. Uh, um, yeah, I'm not ready to announce it, but we are actually taking on clients now, and then we'll do a public launch, you know, once we're past the first sprint of getting stuff out done for people. But it literally is launching their businesses. It does bring some intelligent systems, but it's also bringing them customers. So it's a complete 360 kind of a thing rather than
Yeah.
that's your idea. Here's everything.
Yeah. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's cool.
As a person that's read like countless sales books, there's
Mm.
so many different ways. And if you knew more about your ideal customer, right, you could talk to them. It would be so helpful. 'Cause in
Yeah,
the
well,
meantime, you're
I don't.
remembering everything in every training you've ever taken, right?
Yeah, well, so it's not. Yeah, so this is more giving. First of all, it gives you exact language, and that's important. But it's also I don't want people to use it necessarily for that. I want them to be able to understand who they are, and so what we do is we while we understand pain points, we don't leverage pain points because that's manipulation. That's gross. What we do is we talk about desired results.
Mm,
So what this does is it identifies a couple of their desired results, meaning here's who they are, here's their industry best practices, Here's where they are. Here's how they can meet it. And here's what's missing in the industry that they can actually do. So when I know this is crazy research on somebody, but
That's
that's what I
great.
build.
Yeah.
So when you sit there and go, "Hey, Sally, I noticed that you're doing this. By the way, have you ever thought about doing this? Because I think this will take you to the next level." I'm like, "No. How do I do that?" "Well, let me show you how." "Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Well, can you do it for me?" "Well, sure. I'd love to do that for you." It's that kind of a thing. So that's how I love selling like that. It's a consultation, but it's also a talking about their dream, championing their dream, not like, um,
Yeah.
well, do you want that to change in your life? It's like, oh, it's
Mhm.
so sucky.
I had a high regarded, well-respected seminar person tell me, it was like, "Tiff, the best clothes I have is like, how long you could keep letting your family down." I'm like, I would
Oh my
never
God, that's
in
such a
my life say that to a human to get them to buy anything in my life. Just so you know,
yeah,
I've remembered it to never say it out loud. Like,
yeah.
it's just so silly. It's not my style. I'm like, if you want it, I'll show you how it works, right? Like, let's
If
go.
if you have to if you have to tell someone if God, if you have to tell someone that, here's the deal. If you have to remind people know where their failures are. If you have to leverage that kind of manipulation, their failures, their pain points, how long do you really want to do that? Are you ever going to change? That means you suck. Not them, you suck because you can't clearly articulate what you do in a positive thing that people actually want it. You have to pressure people to buy your shit. That's sucky. It's a
Appreciate your
lot
stance
about
on
them.
this so much. I think this,
Huh?
getting to know you podcast has helped me
Yeah.
just appreciate who you are so much more. So, all right, last question.
Okay.
The best, right? What what are
Do
your
I want the
golden
questions?
nuggets? What are your little wisdom
See, I
pieces?
thought you asked me what I want
One
for Christmas.
liner? No, like, what do you want to leave with everybody that we wrap up the whole show with?
Um, well, I gave you a pro tip. What I want to I don't know. There's so much. So
Oh,
I
so
will
much.
tell
It'd
you.
be a list of to-dos, like,
Yeah, yeah,
please.
no, no, no. If there's one message, because I have a really good friend that asked me this one time, and I was like, and I'm living it. But so it's this button. This button means everything. Okay, play. So I love the Game Changer brand. I love it. By the way, I own that word, which is pretty cool. I own some other words too. That's really neat. But I love the fact that I own that. It's one of my registered trademarks. The reason and the company evolved. That company evolved to become that brand. I love it because, and this is the truth, and this is also what keeps me driven. Business is a game. It's a game. It's not personal. It's not you, right? It's a game, and you can win the game of business. And if you're going to be in business, you might as well play. You got to look at it that way because otherwise it's going to eat you alive. I mean, I get up, like I told you, I can't wait to get in here. And listen, I'm an entrepreneur. I have multiple companies. Some work, some don't. It's a roller coaster, right? By the way, my joke is also if you're the only one screaming on the roller coaster, you're weird. So come scream with us. It looks better, than you scream by yourself on a roller coaster. But it is a roller coaster. And you might as well do it in a way that you can enjoy. And I think a lot of people have been told a lot of wrong. I know this. They've been told the wrong things about expectations they should have. It doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good. And so they struggle. They're lost, they're confused, and they're asleep because they're just on a routine that doesn't work. It is a game. You can win it. And if you play, you will win. So, let's play is my message is seriously, let's play.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Yeah.
can have an incredible time, working and I say playing because 'cause I'm not working, playing 80 hours a week without even ever I've never had burnout. I don't know what burnout is. I've never had a creative block. I don't even know what those things are, and I'm never off because 'cause I'm always playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a phenomenal moment of time with you. I'm so grateful for your time and everybody
Right
that's
back at
staying
me.
to hang out and you watched this episode. I'm so grateful for you as an audience. I encourage you, if you haven't already felt encouraged, to go and follow Rook and everything he's doing. So that way you can live, oh my gosh, just at the highest and best use of who you are. And I know he will help bring you there if you're ready.
It
Um,
just look up Rook and don't tell me about it. My first name is Daniel, but if you look me up on, LinkedIn, that's really where you see a lot of me.
yeah,
I do
for
play a
sure.
lot there.
And if you're
That's
like,
mine.
"I can't find," no, you didn't, look at me and you find, yeah, okay. So, you guys go have the best day ever, and I'm excited that you got to hang out with us for a little bit, and thank you again for your time. We're gonna see you guys on the next episode. Bye.